Oh, I understand.
Yeah, basically in a situation like this, mostly all over the state, they appoint or promote from within in a police or fire. And, you know, we got a great candidate here.
So I would just say from my personal experience of being on the council before, that it's an arduous process. It's difficult to get good information about people you don't know. And we've got a great candidate here that's already in our police force that frankly, you know, I think most people know that he was actually kind of asked previously if he would take the position, wasn't quite prepared. But I personally think John's been a great asset to the Knightstown Police and will make a great chief if we vote to have him in. Any other discussion?
Does John wish to say something before we vote? Put you on the spot. You don't have to.
Well, no, I'd be glad to. And I appreciate the vote of confidence. You know, I spent the past 6 years as the number 2 at the police department, and I've learned a lot from that experience, both good and bad. And I think that, you know, I think Amanda said it best once, and I think she plagiarized from Lord of the Rings, so forgive me. But, you know, I didn't want, I've always said that I really like being the number 2 and facilitating, you know, helping as much as I can, but being out there and she said something like, more often than not, people that seek power maybe shouldn't even have it, right? And so all this time, I wasn't actively seeking it, but when you're called upon, when the place that you love needs you, I think you need to step up, and that's what I'm doing by putting myself out there. I appreciate you guys.
Thank you. All right, we have a motion on the table. All in favor, say aye.
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 All opposed?
No.
All right.
Did someone
Do a
second
roll
it? Oh,
call.
you seconded.
We did.
Okay, good.
Do a roll call vote.
Bruce?
Oh, sorry. I said, you made, Desiree, you made the first, and then
Yes,
Bruce Brown.
but now we have to
Okay,
do roll
all right.
call.
Okay. Roger Hammer,
Yes.
Bruce Brown,
Yes.
Kevin Ritchie,
Yes.
Desiree Payton,
Yes.
Jeffrey Van Hoy,
No.
Okay, motion carries 4-1.
4-1.
Congrats.
Thank you. Yep, congratulations, thank you. All right.
Can we just touch on a couple other things since he's
relate to
now?
police?
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
Can you please collect the equipment from the prior administration? That needs to happen tomorrow. Okay.
Is there any other type of stuff like that we need to be concerned about as far as land? I mean, you know, any.
We've talked in great detail. He's promised a smooth transition.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
And I will say, Landon, I mean, I spoke to him before he took the position, and Landon desired to help Knightstown kind of get back on its feet at that point, right? That was a very courageous thing for him to do, frankly, with the situation we were in and the fact that he already had a full-time position. And he has had a great impact on Knightstown, my personal opinion, and the ability to create a police force as fast as he did from, I mean, he's always been good at training, right, and bringing in new young officers, right? So the fact that he had a bench prepared and he was able to bring those guys in and get them moving up to speed as quickly as he did, and we have a full police force. So you don't have to build a police force, so that's huge. And so I just want to thank, publicly, I want to thank Landon for all the hard work that he's done and the desire to make a smooth and good transition here to a new police chief. And thank you, John, for
You stole the
stepping
words
up.
out of my mouth. I was hoping maybe we could allow some time tomorrow at the regularly scheduled meeting.
We
to
can.
Maybe more better represented. I would love to speak on that a little bit.
Okay.
if possible, 'cause I think we owe Landon a great debt of gratitude for what he did. No matter if people might have some philosophical differences about policing in general, the guy did it with the right intentions, with the right heart.
Do you still want the police committee meeting at 5:30 before the regular one tomorrow? Just to not that we don't already know you, but just to, you know, whoever wants to come there can come there still. And so,
Okay.
if that's okay with you at 5:30 again?
Is that it? Anything else?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Thank you. All right. On another good note, we spoke, well, HWC was here last month. We talked about the Ready 2 grant that we did get. And they're still not final. We've actually been approved, but there's a second step that actually releases the money. haven't heard that yet, but should be coming soon. We also discussed with the guys from HWC that we were looking at the Lilly Arts Grant. Now, it's not quite the exact name of it, but Lilly has put money out to be able to do arts programs. And so I worked with HWC to basically take what we're doing for the Washington Street Corridor project and split off a part of that that is very arts-oriented. And I'll have hopefully, I have some printed materials tomorrow night to show people kind of what's coming. It's pretty exciting, what we're gonna be able to do there on Washington Street. But the arts part of that, we're splitting off and we're applying and have actually applied today for $175,000 to cover that portion of it. The good news is that now potentially gives us back money to do additional, particularly maybe the other side of the street. We had initially intended to cover both sidewalks and redevelop them, but kind of pulled back to one, but we may have enough to go back to full 2 sidewalks. It'll probably take a little more we'll have to come up with, but should give us a very, very nice corridor. The other thing is we're trying to get all this done by late September when they're doing the 40th anniversary for the Hoosiers movie. Should be a very big event, and having that corridor developed with some really cool stuff up on the square to draw people uptown, I think it's going to have a big impact on our town and the people that not only want to come to the Hoosier Gym, but want to go up and maybe get a picture taken with the team. All right, so I'm going to ask if the council would just give us a vote to all of us confirm that we're applying for this. So if there's a motion.
I'll make
What's
that.
What's it called? Living Arts?
Let me get you the exact name. Thank you.
Lilly Arts.
Well, I called it that. It's not the exact name here. So let me get the name from. Going the wrong way there. Okay.
Susie gets the
It's the LEI Arts and Culture Funding. It is through the Ready. It's additional part of the Ready program.
Can I just read it off your phone?
You can.
I'll make the motion that we, I don't know.
Did I bump it?
Yeah.
I bumped it. Oh, I hit the wrong.
That we apply for the LEI Arts and Culture Funding Grant.
I'll second.
Okay, with a motion and a second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Thank you.
Okay, I have one other thing that I would like to bring up. With John moving up to chief, we did have an officer apply that was a previous officer, and he would like to come back. And I think that would be a great idea for him to come back. So I wondered if we could hire Ronnie Patrick back as one of our police officers, since we're down 2 now.
So we're down 2 or down 1?
We're
We have
down
one.
Corey,
Corey's
on.
Yes.
and then
So
we're going
until
to
he
be
goes
down
to-
John because he's moving up to chief. So that puts us down 2.
Right. Yeah. Personally, I'd like to see that come kind of back through the chief in a process.
Right. I think,
Is that okay?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'd want to wait. I can't think.
mean,
I
You
need
wanna
it.
wait till after the police committee tomorrow and
Yeah,
have John do it in his
yeah.
presentation?
That'd be fine. That'd be
I mean,
fine if you want to do that.
We need consultation on it, you know,
Okay.
all of us. It's only fair to Ronnie too.
All right.
And then, just, I guess so we're clear, the captain's position is vacated, right,
Right.
Bart? Just to put that on the record, that he is gonna start being paid the chief position salary.
So that's a really good
Starting
point. We need to set
tomorrow,
a
or
salary.
Starting,
What are
I would
we
say.
doing?
We need to set a salary. So let's talk about that. What was John's previous salary,
Well,
For
the
Captain?
captain was 64,272.
But he
And
also
then-
had to.
But you all, well, yeah, the ILEA and then the which is 1,000.
But John,
The range was up to 64,272, and then to move up to police chief, it would be 86,005.
That's the maximum, up to
Yes,
that,
up
right?
to the maximum of 86,005.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. I personally would propose that we not take him to the top yet, that we give him some room to grow into that position. Any other
And do we have?
discussion there? You were at 64?
That's 64.
Yeah.
were you receiving the captain's pay?
Doesn't he get?
Yeah, I think you have two.
Correct, and that needs to be rectified, but that's another,
You never got the raise that was intended, really?
nope.
Okay,
But,
okay, really?
yep,
Oh, dang.
So what's the, so he's saying 64 was the sergeant pay, what's the captain pay?
That's what it.
I mean, that's just what they kept it at. That's what it.
right,
Stayed.
and
That's what-
it was, it
Right.
should
Well,
have
he
been
just got a
raised, but
rank
it
bump,
wasn't.
no pay.
Paid to captain only
Well-
$2,000 additional salary.
Well,
Paid
But
in
that's what
equal
they-
installments. Plus.
So is there a captain, I thought we created a captain,
We
Pay.
did a position for the salary ordinance.
right? And what
But-
is that for captain?
It says
That's the
64.
pay. I mean, it was-
272, but it does say under captain
got a raise.
designation, paid to captain only $2,000 additional salary paid in
That's for
equal installments. That's for captain,
So he should have got 2,000 extra.
yes. But he also gets the ILEA, right?
that's 1,500.
And the
for
canine.
ILEA.
And the
And the
K,
K9.
K, yeah,
K9.
And the
K9.
canine.
That's
Why?
hourly.
I
Yeah,
can't
time and a half. Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
John, when did you
Yeah,
get promoted to that?
Chief position.
'Cause I was thinking it was sometime at the end of in the fall last year, maybe, am I wrong?
So maybe 8 months, 6 to 10.
Looks
I
like
thought it was in
needs
the
to be
fall of
looked
last
into
year.
and
Yeah.
made
Yeah, I
right.
think so. So let's
Yeah.
do this. Let's set a salary for the chief. And I would propose that I heard 70, I would propose we go to like 75 to make sure we're covering some of these
75.
things.
75 even.
I'll need a motion to put that in place, but
Is that a salary that you can accept, or that you have?
It would probably equate to being less than what I make now.
75 would be less than you make now?
A salary versus what I make now with overtime.
Oh, I see. So you're working a lot of
Did work
overtime?
overtime last year, yeah.
Okay.
But he
I
also
didn't know
gets
that.
the K9 pay.
Can you let our DJ?
No, he was paid on an hourly rate, much less.
30,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think it was 35, I believe.
I don't believe he was there. I can't say that for 100%, but I don't believe he.
I think he would.
He had not received the
But
raise.
he left.
Yeah, he left before that happened.
The
Right,
public safety low money, hadn't received that until
right, till the next.
the end of January, so we couldn't change it, so and he would have, if he would have stayed a little bit longer.
Okay,
But yeah.
let's do this, since you said that that's probably lower. I think we need to investigate this. Unfortunately, we need to resolve it by tomorrow night.
Yeah,
So let's get this set. Let's find out kind of where he's been. I can't say we're gonna provide everything you've gotten in overtime, but let's see where he's been and kind of at least give us an idea of where he's at. We want to be absolutely fair here.
yeah.
We don't want to cut your pay. That's not the goal of making you chief, so.
And think about we'll have to realize all the years, 7 years coming up that he's dedicated to us and things like that.
Yep. Yeah, we'll definitely want to be fair here. So if we can get Bart an idea of kind of where he's been,
Okay.
with overtime, and then we can kind of set a salary.
We worked a lot of overtime last year. A lot.
Yeah, I mean, which we don't want, lots of overtime, so that's a different subject, but yeah.
Yep.
Okay? Thanks. We'll deal with this tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay, other than that, I don't know that we're ready. We probably need to do it tomorrow night, but we have been interviewing for utility positions. We have a lot of good candidates, I think. And so I hope we can consider actually making some hires tomorrow night in our regular meeting. I will say, this meeting is only happening because in my brain, I thought we were having the regular meeting next week. So I'm glad we can do it and go ahead and move forward, but
Yeah.
we could have done this tomorrow night. But any other topics
Do
that
we need to take public comments?
we can? I didn't intend to, but we can. Anybody have public comments? If you want, I mean, if you have public comments, that's fine.
Are
Okay.
you able to step
Oh,
up
you
there
do?
on the
Yeah, step up
microphone?
and.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if we're online or not. Are we?
Yeah.
We are. Good.
This is our former videographer.
Yeah.
He did a great job.
Caitlin Bolton, 29 West Main. I just had a public comment about the square events and how parking got taken away from one event, but not other events. So with the farmer's market coming up and then Jubilee Days and the Fall Festival, I was just concerned about if there was gonna be an issue with parking, especially since a business owner that got named as a complainant actually came out and said, I didn't say anything about it. So I just wanted to bring that to light and question it, I guess.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other public comments tonight?
Can I ask, I just want to ask Mr. Dobbins a question. Were you going to be able to be here tomorrow evening or, okay.
Did you have a topic you wanted to bring up tonight or anything?
He was gonna update us possibly on
Okay.
things, but
If you want, yeah, we can go ahead and do it.
Oh, sure. Yeah,
I'm putting him on the spot.
Yep, step up there.
well, I couldn't get my flight switched around because I got to be in Louisiana on Friday. So, but yeah, I just wanted to touch base again on the green cycle idea that we had. You know, we kind of looked at that area. Still haven't figured out who's farming it yet.
That's our main issue.
Yeah,
I
I
would
think
like
that's-
to, personally, I would vote to move forward with a project.
Right.
I know that the way we do that may not be,
Well, I just don't
you
want
know,
to make.
as a partnership per se, kind of talking to the lawyers about it, but I'm sure we can figure an option out.
Yeah, I just didn't want to make any farmers mad.
Yeah, we don't either. We don't either. Well, and there's even laws about if you're going to stop a lease, which we don't know that we have a lease. As far as we know, we're not getting paid for a lease, so that's a topic, but
Yeah, somebody farmed it last year. 'cause
Yeah,
the
that's what I
corn's
was
there,
told, right.
so we
Looked like
can-
it was corn.
So-
I haven't seen anything in it yet this year yet.
Right.
But you know, the traffic's kind of limited too with the bridge construction going
Right.
on down there. But yeah, just
we are, the land, who?
Lloyd Arthur.
Lloyd Arthur. Can I get a phone number for him?
I'll look and see
You
if I
have
can
it?
find one, but if not, I'm in 4-H.
Oh, you know him, okay.
Do we have
Yeah,
a multi-year contract? Do you know?
so there was a contract like way back, I remember back before when I was on the council, and we approved it. I doubt that it was like for many years, right? But I don't know that we've been, I mean, as far as Bart said, he doesn't think we've been paid for a number of years, so. We have,
Yeah, we
okay.
did check once a
You
year.
did check, good, okay.
Check once a year.
So we need to check and see if we have a contract in place, or if it's, maybe it's auto renews or something, and so he's just expecting. So what I understand is, there are dates that you have to meet in order to cancel a contract, and it would be too late this year to do that. So we need to,
If there
we'll
is.
have to discuss, and it's probably good, we need to discuss what we want to do, get some plans together, and then we would have to plan to begin something next year, or late this year or something, you know, after.
After training tomorrow.
Yeah, I would,
Training the council tomorrow. Friday, I'll try to look for.
yeah, if you could get a phone number for him, I'd talk to him and kind of see where he stands and what's,
Has
I
he,
think that's like 4 or 5 acres.
has he paid for this year? Is that what, or do you know when the last?
Last year's?
Yeah, but this year he's not paid
He hasn't paid for
anything.
It's
26.
probably the end of the season or something, I'm
He
guessing,
hasn't
but,
planted anything yet. They're just now getting ready to start planting. So,
Yeah, so I just wanted to bring it up. I know that was just one of the places we've looked at. It doesn't, have to be any specific place, but that way, if I mention it, then at least we won't forget
Yeah.
to give it a shot.
It's probably it's the only place I can think of that we have space to do that in a place that's
Yeah, it's pretty good.
potentially, something that could work. I don't know about, I think I talked to you before about the river being nearby and if there's any, we'd have to talk through all that.
Yeah,
Make
with
sure
just
there's no
being
hazardous issues.
with that place with just being green cycle, I think we'd be okay because we won't accept anything that can't be recycled.
Yep.
I think that was one thing that I had, and then I think I've been going over a couple things with like Elvis and Kevin and Linda about some stuff at the cemetery, but
And we appreciate that you have helped quite a lot.
Yeah,
down
I was
there
just trying to
with
help.
A number of areas.
trying to help as much
In
as
fact, I heard you put up signs too, I think.
I did. I had to get, we got to keep everybody happy. So, so yeah, that was one thing that I had. My other thing, since I kind of won't be here tomorrow, I think you guys have made a pretty good choice with John. I don't know any of the other, officers or candidates, but, he's, over the last few years, he's been helpful with me and some of the people that I help, with some of the issues that they've had. And he's, a caring man. So I feel like he cares about the community. I guess good job, guys. So
Thank you.
that's all I have, I think. So I'll go sit back down now.
Okay. Thanks a lot.
You may sit.
All right.
You're welcome.
Anyone else? Public comments?
I just got a message that said the new fire truck should be here between 8:30 and 9 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Okay, cool. You just announced it. Okay,
Do we get a ride?
all right. If
Right.
there's nothing else, I'm going to adjourn us for tonight. Thank you very much. We'll see anyone tomorrow evening.
That time?
2030.
All right.
What? Oh, thank you.